scary face, isn't it? I haven't done my makeup yet. With what day is it? It's Monday, isn't it? Today is Monday. Take that thing off my hair, I look weird. Just making a cup of tea, my second cup of tea of the morning. Woke up quite early. Didn't have a great night's sleep, to be honest, probably. All the booze, I should think. Drinking, it never makes me sleep well. Oh, that's mad hair now, isn't it? It's quite warm outside this morning, a lot warmer than it was yesterday. Not too bad a day, there's a little bit of sea spray around, but yeah, the sky's looking fairly clear out there. It's looking a bit blue for you, but it's not as blue as that in real life. We had a lovely meal last night. We went for a pre-dinner drink in the Golden Lion pub bar, and it was really nice to see everybody. It was quite dressy, even though it wasn't a formal night. Everybody had made an effort, and it was lovely to see everybody dressed up. You don't see it very much anymore, do you? So really looking forward to tonight, which is our first formal night. So I will take you out with us tonight. What are you doing?
Nothing.
Peering at me.
I was checking to see what you were doing before I was coming out.
Right, okay. Yes.
But
once again, Ashley has not very many clothes on. Yeah, so we went to the restaurant, had a really nice meal. We had Chateaubriand, which was delicious, and I had an asparagus starter. What starter did you have last night? Can't remember.
Consomme.
Oh yeah, actually had a consomme, like a mushroomy one, looked really nice. And then we had Chateaubriand with vegetables and roast potatoes, which was lovely. And then I had cheese, and I can't remember what pudding you had either.
Lemon
cheese trolley. Lemon posset, yeah. I'm not a fan of lemon desserts, but yeah, I tasted a bit, it was quite nice. And yeah, I had cheese from the cheese trolley, which was epic. An epic set. I've been having a lot of cheese this trip, I think. Anyway, it's about 8 o'clock. We have got to do a couple of things for the purser's office, so we're going to go and do that. And we're not going to go down to the main restaurant for breakfast. I think we're going to go to one of the lounges where they have sort of a coffee and a croissant, something like that. Something light, because you can't do all of the eating of all of the food all of the time, can you? So the plan for today is we've just sat in bed and watched on the television. You can watch the cruise director, the entertainment director, talk you through the day's programme. There's lots of things going on, all sorts of things for all sorts of different interests. There's sport and crafty things and talks. But I think we're going to go to a talk later on this afternoon about crossing the Atlantic in the 16th century, which sounds quite interesting. And what else? I don't know. I'm going to start getting some of the footage off the camera and maybe start editing a couple of the videos, because I think I have a lot of footage on this card. My battery light is flashing at me, and I'm pretty sure that I haven't charged my other battery, so I'm going to go and dig out the electricals and get the battery charged, so I have a battery to take you with me for the day. So we have come to the Corinthia Lounge, which is very nice. It's very quiet and not too hectic. And we're sitting, we just ordered coffee, and I have got some pineapple yogurt, which is delicious. Like, it's got crunchy bircher muesli type stuff on the top. And it's very nice. Ashley has gone for the healthy option for breakfast, an iced chocolate donut thing.
Well, I could have had the 15-course breakfast.
Even the lift is very fancy schmancy. Look at the ceiling. And it has art in it. Why have I got such a red nose? Have I really got a red nose? Every time I turn the camera on, I look really red. Sure, I'm not that red in real life. Anyway, it's about 11:45, something like that. We've had a very nice relaxing morning. We sat in one of the lounges and I read my book a bit. I was going to try and transfer all my footage onto the computer, and I tried to open my editing software and it wouldn't let me open it because my computer software wasn't updated before I came away, and it wouldn't open the program. So I've just had to log onto the ship's internet, and I've got an 8 gig update to download. I did debate whether to do it or not because you have to pay for the internet here, but I thought if I just carry on vlogging and don't at least get some footage off, it's going to be A, fill up my memory card. I have got a spare memory card, but I think this one will be filled up fairly soon, and B, just be an awful lot of footage when I get back that's not sorted out. I have planned that I would edit and not upload the vlogs here, but at least edit them. So I'm just downloading the update for my computer, and fingers crossed, $45 worth of internet later, which gives me 2 hours. It looks as though it's going to be enough time. Let's have a look, what does it say now? Downloaded about half a gig and it's got about 7.5 to go. It's saying about an hour remaining, so that's fine. I've only used up 3 minutes of internet so far, 4 minutes now. It's a thrilling update, isn't it? Anyway, yes, we sat in one of the lounges. Ashley has got an encyclopedia of magic card tricks that he's brought with him to pass the time, and he's been learning to shuffle. Is that right, what you've been doing this morning?
I've been looking at basic sleight of hand.
Right. He hasn't amazed me with any tricks yet. Anyway, I've been reading, and then we popped and got a coffee from the King's Court buffet. Sorry? Well, no, not... Well, yes, you did some quite good shuffling. Deary me. We've just come back to the cabin so I can log on to the internet, and we're debating whether we're going to have pub lunch or go down to the more formal restaurant for lunch. But I suspect a Bloody Mary might be in my future at some point soon. Once this has done its thing, it's saying, oh, it's going quicker. It's saying 48 minutes to go now. So anyway, that's what's happening with us. And we enjoyed our walk around the deck this morning. That was very bracing. The sun came out for a bit, but it's looking not quite so nice now. So yeah, very much enjoying our first day at sea so far. There's nobody in our dining room because we've sat, it's only 2 o'clock, but we sat here till quite late chatting. So while nobody's in here, I wanted to do you a little film of this. This is the Queen's Grill dining room. This is our table here. You get your table for the whole cruise. We wanted a table for 2 because we're not sociable. We don't want to talk to people we don't know. It goes all the way down here like this. It's lovely. It feels very elegant and very oldie worldy almost. The service is really nice. The staff are lovely. And yeah, really, really nice. I wanted to be able to show you it, but I don't. It's kind of hard to film it because I don't want to film. It doesn't feel like the kind of place where it's comfortable to film when it's full of people, you know. You feel like you're invading privacy, but all the glassware is just so lovely, and I love these charger type plates. Everything is just beautiful. So yes, we're very much enjoying our meals in here. I've just had some, what did you have for lunch? Ashley had beef bourguignon, and I had a really nice pork curry, like a sort of katsu type curry, which was delicious. Ashley just ordered some ice cream, and I'm having no pudding because I'm going to have a big dinner tonight. So, all very nice. Deary me. I seem to say that every time I put the camera on. It's 17:34 and I've had a very lazy afternoon. We came back to the cabin after lunch. Ashley's still well into his encyclopedia of card tricks. He has had a little siesta. I had a bit of a siesta as well. Then I had a very long, luxurious bath and read my book. We looked out at the sea going past for a little while, and I've just been wrestling with the computer. I've got the update on the computer, so that's good, and I've just edited the first video, the travel day video. Really, it's great watching the footage back. really enjoyed doing that. So that is now just exporting. I won't be able to upload anything till I get home, but I feel a bit more organised now. I've got some of the footage off the camera and into a coherent order, so that's good. So I've just finished editing that one. I'm just looking at switching the these are all the little clips for day 2 here, and I'm going to move those into a folder in iMovie so I can maybe edit that tomorrow. And it's about time to start getting ready for the evening. We've been invited to the captain's cocktail party tonight. I say that like everybody on the ship hasn't been invited and it's something special. Everybody goes to the captain's cocktail party.
Apart from us.
Well, yeah, I think we're probably not going to go. Big queues and warm Prosecco, and I've been to a lot of captain's cocktail parties in my life. And when I was working on the ships, obviously not like since I've been on this one. So I think we might just give that a miss and go for a pre-dinner cocktail in one of the bars where it's a little bit quieter. And then dinner, and probably a show tonight. I think we quite fancy seeing the show that's on at 10:30 after dinner in the theatre. So I think that's the plan, isn't it, for this evening? Yeah?
It is. So you thought she might like to go to the show?
Yes.
In the immortal words of Pink Floyd.
Indeed. So it's time to get ready for the evening. I don't know what I'm going to do with my hair. I'm having a bit of a disastrous hair time at the moment. I did wash it yesterday, but I can't do anything with it. I think I'm just going to wet it, put a bit of product on it and dry it so it looks slightly better than it does now. And decide which frock to wear this evening. Which frock are you wearing, Mr. Matthews? What colour are you going for?
My blue frock tonight.
Your blue frock, lovely. We're looking forward to that.
Frock.
Fantastic. Right, that's it for the moment. Good morning, it's Tuesday. It's a little bit rough out there this morning. It's been quite rough overnight. I think they've slowed down a little bit this morning, so it will be less rough. Faster you go in rough conditions, the rougher it is, generally speaking. But yes, it's rocking a little bit, rocking and rolling, but not too bad. That's what it looks like outside. It's super warm actually. It's not cold out there at all. I've just been out to see what it's like. But more excitingly than that, my personalised number note paper has just arrived. You can have this. It's one of the things they have in suites that you can have personalised note paper made, which I didn't know, but we've done it. They've just delivered it. So it's got the name of your cruise and the dates, and your name and your suite number, and you get the matching envelopes as well. And I'm going to write a letter to Ashley's mum, I think, who is probably the only person who would appreciate a letter sent from her. Obviously we won't be able to mail it till we get to Southampton, but she'll probably like that. So yeah, Ashley's just in the shower. I'm dressed. We go an hour forward at lunchtime today because obviously we have 5 hours to lose on the crossing back. Having gained 5 on the way over. When I worked on the ships it was always at night time, but I guess when you're going this way you lose all the time, so they used to go back at 2 o'clock in the morning, so you didn't really notice until you lost an hour's sleep. But apparently they do it at midday now, so there we are. There's something new that I've learned. Plans for today, another exciting, oh god, do you know, we were so boring last night. We had a lovely pre-dinner drink. We decided to avoid the captain's cocktail party, too hectic, and so we went for a nice pre-dinner drink in the Commodore Lounge, which was lovely, and then we went down for dinner. We had new people on the table next to us at dinner, a really nice English couple, but they live in North Carolina, so we chatted to them. That was interesting. And had a very nice dinner, had lobster for dinner, which was delicious. And then we came back to our cabin straight after dinner at about 10 o'clock. We were going to go to the show and we were just tired and so lazy, honestly, but it's just lovely to be able to have downtime and just relax and do whatever we want. So yes, I did feel like we missed out on the post-gala dinner activity, but hey, we were tired, so we went to bed. Anyway, breakfast this morning. We're going down to the main restaurant for breakfast, I think. And there's a lecture I want to go to at 11 o'clock. Hopefully we'll actually make that today, rather than saying we're going to go and then forgetting and not getting around to it. And other than that, I don't know at all, so we shall see what happens with the day. Having a little explore of areas we haven't been to yet. We just found this little wine tasting room, which is kind of cool, called the tasting room.
Look.
What am I looking at?
Truth.
Is that famous, is it?
That's pretty much as famous as you get. The 45 for Truth is wine of legend, like supposed to have been the best ever.
Really?
Absolutely.
Yeah. We had a slight detour to go and see what everybody was queuing for. I think it was breakfast. Oh look, there's the big bell. This bit is so pretty, I really like the tree and everything. It's the grand lobby. I found a handbag shop. I've got Radley, Mulberry, Fossil, got Ted Baker. Lots of lovely things. That's cute. One for all the resellers. They've got a bit of Joseph Ribkoff here. We're just exploring and we're walking through this little area, which is like a sort of museum, memorabilia area of all the places that Queen Mary has been, and information about the Cunard line and things. Interesting. Just showing you the theatre. We've come here for a presentation and it's lovely. It's so plush. I think I showed you a little bit the other day. It is. The ceiling. Very cool. Well, it's the end of not the end of Tuesday. It's about 7 o'clock on Tuesday evening. We have just got changed for dinner. I'm wearing this top, which is not formal night tonight, but it's very sparkly, but I like it. Even the first night people were dressed up, which wasn't formal night, so I thought I would dress up anyway. Why not? I don't know how I'm going to do these videos because I've only been filming little snippets each day, so I might run a few days together, I think. That might be how I do, because I think it would be quite boring for you to do a full day every day, because we do a lot of nothing, sitting around, relaxing. Generally just enjoying our day. We've been to 2 lectures today which were really interesting. One was a guy who was a military hero who was decorated in the, or after the Iraq War, and he did a really interesting talk. And another lady who had a long career on board Cunard ships as a social hostess and entertainment staff. Elderly lady, but she was really interesting, and particularly interesting for me, that one, with my background working on ships as well. She talked about the history of the QE2. So yeah, that was interesting and different. I think we want to go to the planetarium show tomorrow, so I'm waiting for tomorrow's programme to be delivered so I can have a look at what's going on tomorrow. I like to plan my days. What else? We are not going for pre-dinner drinks this evening. I'm just having a glass of wine in the cabin. Then we're going for dinner. And we think we might go to the casino a little bit later on, so we haven't managed to go out after dinner yet because we've been so tired the last 2 nights, but hopefully tonight. Honestly, it just kills me eating a big meal and drinking wine, and then I just feel like I just need to go to bed. It's hopeless. Anyway, we're still having a lovely time, very much enjoying this. I have to say, totally not missing having my phone at all. Why have I got this weird sticking out bit of hair? Yeah, totally not missing my phone or Facebook or Instagram or any of that stuff. I thought it would be really hard. Also, your phone stays charged for ages when it's on aeroplane mode. I haven't charged it since I've been on the ship. Astounding, that. So yeah, I did think that I would miss that a little bit, but I haven't at all, so that's good. And I think it makes it feel even more relaxing when you're not looking at your phone every 5 minutes, because normally on holiday we've got Wi-Fi, so we are in touch with the world. I really must go and do something with that bit of hair. It's driving me mental. I can't even, where is it? There. Hello, we're on day 4. It's Wednesday, and I thought time would hang heavy, I'm not gonna lie. I thought that with no internet and with no phone and with basically, oh, I thought my camera might focus, that would be good. No, it's literally not going to do that at all.
Maybe your face is up.
No, I don't think, there we are. Thank you, camera. I thought time would hang heavy, but it just hasn't at all. It's about 3:30 on Wednesday afternoon. We've been to a couple of lectures this morning that were really interesting. We had a drink in the Golden Lion pub down on deck 2 at lunchtime, and we're just sitting outside watching. It's really quite warm. I don't know how warm it is temperature wise, but it feels plenty warm enough to be standing out here on our balcony watching the sea go by, and it's just such a bizarre thing just watching the world go by, travelling back to Southampton. I love the emptiness of it, the not seeing anything, the vastness of the ocean. It's weird, isn't it? It's a weird feeling. No, don't be joking.
Food supplies and water are running low. I think I may have early onset scurvy. I'm trying to squeeze some citrus out of the wine.
Clearly he's being a twat. Yes, it's being.
I like luxury air travel, but I think I might like this better.
It does feel like going back to a forgotten age, and I don't know if that's due to, well, certainly the dining room is, the service and everything is so old-fashioned and in a good way, and just luxurious and cosseting and so nice, but in an old-fashioned way, and it's lovely. It's so nice.
Where's that?
Morning, it's Thursday. Good morning, it's Thursday, and here's Ashley posing by part of a propeller or something on the deck. It's really warm this morning, unseasonably warm. Neither of us have got a coat on. We're just having a wander around to get some fresh air, and it's very, very warm. Oddly warm, is it not? No, I did your photo with the phone, and now I'm filming you with the camera. We're right at the front of the ship, looking up there, and as you can see the sun's sort of trying to come out. Let me show you a little bit over the side. It's quite calm today. Kennels just up here, and tomorrow I will take you to see a dog photo shoot. There's 18 dogs on board, most of them moving house and moving continents. Just been talking to a lady who owns one, and they do a special photo shoot for all the dogs wearing their Cunard coats, and that's tomorrow, so we're going to go and watch that. Well, good evening, it's Thursday. I think I've already filmed a little bit this morning when we went up to see the kennels and we were walking around deck. Just got changed for the evening. It's earlier than normal. It's about 6 o'clock, and we've decided to go to the show pre-dinner tonight. We're eating in a different restaurant tonight, a steakhouse restaurant, which we're looking forward to for a change. We had to pre-book that before we came, and the booking's at 8 o'clock, but the two show times tonight are 7 o'clock and 7:45, so we thought we'd go to a pre-dinner show instead of after dinner, because the other one doesn't really fit in with us. They usually do one about 10:30, but for some reason it's not tonight, so that's what we're doing. This light is horrible. I was trying to avoid saying that, as I feel like I've said it a lot, but it really isn't good. Anyway, it's been another lovely day, which has just flitted by through our fingertips. Still not missing the internet, still loving doing very little and sitting watching the sea go by and enjoying all the luxury and having time to reflect and sit and read and do not very much at all. Not missing work, not missing the internet, really feeling very relaxed and chilled, and really enjoying having long baths, bubble baths, and reading in them, and having a face mask and stuff in the afternoon. It's just very lovely and very luxurious, and feeling very lucky, so that's nice. I'm going to take my camera out with us this evening. We're not meant to film the shows or anything because copyright. Don't think you can.
Be that side because it'll have the lovely Christmas tree next to it.
No.
If you're going to do a picture.
We are sitting in the pub, the Golden Lion pub. Just come for a cocktail before we go to the show. And just showing you, we're quite, it's deck 2 here, so it's quite close to sea level.
If we'd shown you that in the day, you'd be able to see the sea going past.
No, you can actually see it. I know there's a lot of reflection, but you can see it. But we haven't got to sit here in the day because it's so busy in the day in here. So it's actually quite nice. And I'm sitting right by the Christmas tree, which is very pretty.
And keeping the whole thing together,
Friday. It's our last formal night tonight, and we are having fun in the casino. It's about 11:30. We've had a really nice evening meal, and we've been to a show. I'm not allowed to film any of the shows, but I thought I'd just do you a little film of the casino. There's Ashley playing roulette. We're doing quite badly at roulette this evening. And it's 20s night tonight, and everybody's dressed up because it's formal night, but there's quite a lot of people dressed up in sequins and evening wear because it's 20s night. Just really admiring the Christmas decorations again around the grand lobby. So pretty. This here is the Golden Lion pub, where you can get pub lunch, and it's always very popular. They do quizzes and stuff in there, and it goes all the way round the edge. Always busy in there. Are you having your picture taken in the postbox? Look, it's an old postbox as well. It's got GR on it. Is it a proper postbox?
I believe
it really is a proper postbox.
They've stolen it.
How cool is that? Bye bye.
and that a brand new world was in this stretch of road. Just keep the horizon in my sights. I wished I could stay away, thoughts of you some way. But so far, so bad. What can I say? You're the best that I've had. How can I help myself when the hard one, but the hard ones can't help myself? When the hard ones, the hard one, but the hard ones. I had hoped I could stay away, rid my thoughts of you some way. But so far, so bad. What can I say? You're the best that I've had. Now I can't help myself, 'cause the hard ones, but the hard ones can't help myself. When the hard ones, but the hard ones can't help myself. No, the hard ones, the hard one, but the hard ones. 'Cause the hard ones, but
Clearly the cruise hasn't done much good to this guy. Look at the state of him.
Oh, this one's looking alright. Well equipped.
Yeah. There's a gym here as well. We won't be going in there. Well, it's Saturday night. Oh, it's just gone. And
We're
this is
coming home, we're coming
this is our
home.
current position. And we're off to Southampton there. It's about 6:30. We have just got ready for the last evening. Ashley's wearing his new red shirt. And we've had a lovely time, haven't we? Seriously, it's been
very nice.
really, really lovely. It's exceeded expectations. Just so good, so relaxing, so different. So it's just been absolutely lovely. I think we've enjoyed every single minute, and we're already thinking about when I can do it again. Probably not for about, maybe for my 60th birthday. So yeah, that's coming up to the end of our cruise. We've got to get off early tomorrow morning. We're disembarking. I think our disembarkation time is 8:10, so we should be home by around lunchtime. And yeah, just reflecting on having had a really, really lovely time. We've booked our dinner for this evening. We're having a foie gras for a starter, Chateaubriand fillet steak for main course, and crepe Suzette flambéed at the table for dessert. Ken, you want to speak, I can tell.
Yes, that sounds very nice. I'm of course having the vegetarian option, the lightly seared asparagus, one of these newfangled vegetable meat burgers, and a selection of fresh fruit salad type items.
He's not completely lying. I think this will probably go down as the trip of bad lighting for my videos. Just shocking. It's Sunday morning, it's about 7:30. We have arrived in Southampton. We've crossed the North Atlantic, and here we are in Southampton. I arrived about half an hour ago, and we're getting off at about 8 o'clock this morning, 8:10, I think our disembarkation time is, which is nice. And then whizzing back to my mum and dad's in a taxi to pick up our car, and we should be home by lunchtime. I don't even know how to finish this off. I know we talked a little bit about it last night, but it's been just an amazing trip. Just everything I could have dreamed of and more besides. It's been perfect. I couldn't have wished for anything better from a trip that really was a trip of a lifetime, really. So I feel so lucky to have been able to do it, and I feel like I'm going home. Just got the internet back and all my notifications. Scrolled down my phone this morning and felt like a double-edged sword, but I'm easing myself back in gently, because we've got December I'm not planning to do too much work, although obviously I'll have to go through my emails and switch eBay back on at the very least. Oh, an announcement.
Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. I'm Captain, and a very warm welcome.
I was just the captain doing his goodbye speech, so I was interrupted because I wanted to listen to that. Yeah, there's nothing else to say really, apart from, yeah, it's just been an amazing trip. I've loved it. I feel like I've videoed lots of little clips for you. I'll probably end up having, I need to look back at the footage really and see how I'm going to put it together. I'm going to do the first few days in New York, which you'll probably have already seen by the time you see this, as individual days, but yeah, anyway, it's nice to be home. Looking forward to seeing William. 10 days till Christmas. We're away again next weekend for Ashley's works due. It's back to real life with a bump, but it's been amazing. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye bye.